Coach, you're fired. Coach, you're fired. Coach, you're fired. Coach, should I fire you or do you want to fire yourself? Coach, coach, someone needs to get fired. These are some of the questions, these are some of the phrases that are being said around the world right now to a lot of head coaches for many teams around the world as few teams progress and we're into the last 8. Right? We started off with 32 and went into the last 8. And right now, a lot of head coaches around the world have to face their employers. They have to face the domestic football federations or football associations in their respective countries and explain. Hold on, let me run it. Someone early on said, trust the process. My thought was, what's the process? They have to explain. So it's really like one of those things where you just have to say, there's a winner, there's a loser, and then you have to tell your employer what the hell happened. So big shout out to you for tuning in. You know, right now it's a crazy time because like if you personally are just mad at the fact that your school sucks and you want to leave. you're mad at the fact that your employer sucks, your job sucks, and you want to leave. Mad at the situation you're in. You know what? Appreciate it, because some people right now, they received the word, you're fired. Let's talk about Luis Enrique real quick. Luis Enrique had the squad of squads. Come on now. Like Luis Enrique had, let's be honest, the net worth of the Spanish squad, the plethora of talent in the Spanish national, in the whole of Spain. Luis Enrique couldn't get out of the group stages. Oh my goodness. Atrocious. So that is why he had to have a meeting with the football association, and it was, revealed that after an internal meeting, Luis Enrique had to part ways with Spain, and he pretty much has to say goodbye to club football, goodbye international football, and hello club football. So Luis Enrique, Spurs might need you soon. I don't know if that Antonio Conte project is going to stay intact. I got a feeling it might implode. I got a feeling that when we get back to the Premier League, Spurs is going to be one of those teams that just, is in a different wave, and then they just implode. It's just my suspicion. But anyway, we're not talking about the Premier League right now. We're talking about the World Cup and the coaches that have been unfortunately fired. So with Luis Enrique's case, it was revealed that he told the players to take 1,000 penalties. 1,000 penalties. Let that sink in for a second. So he pretty much made, in my opinion, it seems like he pretty much made the players over practice. He focused on one area and forgot about another area that is also an important, integral part of a player as well. Like, you have the psychological well-being of a player. You have the spiritual well-being of a player. You have so many other factors that come into play that you can't just practice the penalty and not practice the psychological and spiritual and mental prep. Whatever that is, you have to figure out what it is for each squad, because I don't think there's an answer across the board, you know. But the main thing is Luis Enrique could not make it out the group stages, and this is quite atrocious for a player that left out David De Gea. Fine, David De Gea's records may not be that great in World Cups, but if you're talking about form, if you're talking about players that have been doing well, just a few weeks ago, before the World Cup started, David De Gea is one of them. David De Gea has to raise his hand. Nobody can dispute that. David De Gea was on good form, and it was pretty much a surprise. Maybe why not keep him as a sub? Why not see what he does? And now Luis Enrique pretty much had to face. Okay, this is how his World Cup started. It was a fiesta with seven goals, 7 goal annihilation of Costa Rica. Luis Enrique was looking like the favorite for the number one spot in Group E. And next game, what happens? Luis Enrique concedes a late goal versus the Germans, and it ends as a 1-1 draw. And then what happens a few days later? The Japanese job. Big shout out to Japan, man. Big shout out to Japan for pulling off an upset. Big shout out to that manager. I know he's not going to get a lot of praise, but the man deserves some praise. Big shout out to you for tuning in. The show is the Football Power Hour. You rocking with me, Botswana Papi. You know, we're just talking real quick about how, hit the like button, by the way. We're just talking about how the fact that more people tuned in on Twitter too. Big shout out to y'all for tuning in. Come over to the YouTube side, come interact, come say what's up, come say how you doing, how you feeling, what you ate for breakfast, whatever it is, or anything that you got to say about the World Cup. I'm really curious. You know, but right now, Luis Enrique has got the boot. Luis Enrique is this former Spanish coach, and I believe now his fortunes are out there in the Premier League. He should come to the Premier League because we need more managers of good quality in the Premier League. This is such a major shock, because Spain, you would have put your money on Spain as one of the teams to go through. Next is the coach for Ghana also resigned, you know, but we know what happened. It was pretty much my man, you're fired, get out of here, you couldn't do the job, you know. And I think that's actually a great thing, because there was a lot of hoopla about the conflicts of interest that existed in the politics. There was just so much politics that was in the Ghana camp, that it was actually, in one way you can make a case and say they overachieved for all the things that they were going through. But the main thing is they're going to get the refresh that they need, and they're going to be, you know, they're going to come back stronger in the next World Cup. So big shout out to Ghana for that, and big shout out to Coach Otto for stepping down and knowing that it's not personal, it's just business. Big shout out to you for tuning in. I see more people coming in too. Yo, hit the like button, by the way. Don't forget that. It helps the channel grow. It helps YouTube realize that, oh, yeah, there's a video over here. So, you know, the main thing also that we have to also highlight is the fact that the Mexican coach, he also got the boot. His name is, I believe, Martino. Remember, Mexico beat Saudi Arabia 2-1 in the final group game, but that wasn't good enough to make it to the round of 16. They missed out to Poland on goal difference. It was so close. It was one of those things where I feel like Senegal also in the last World Cup had a similar situation where they missed out on goal difference. And that's one of the most painful things about the group stages of the World Cup. It's so when it comes down even to fair play, to the number of yellow cards that one team received versus the other, you know, it can come down to that sometimes, and that is just so painful when you're the team that misses out because of that. But In this case, Mexico was one of the heartbreak teams, and Martino's team just took 1 point from the first two matches in Qatar and failing to score in a draw with Poland and a defeat to Argentina. So Martino actually said, "My contract ended as soon as the referee blew the final whistle, and there's nothing more to be done." End quote. Listen to that. It was fair. It was clear. Like what the midfielder Oberlin Pineda said also is, I quote, "It's sad, it's ugly, and well, that's how football is." End quote. My mamma mia. How crazy that this is just a game, You can either win or lose. And like sometimes it's that's not enough. If you lose and you still like almost make it and you were just almost there, you nearly finished your dinner, you don't, it's not enough. You get the boot and you lose the job. And that is just so cool and ugly. But that's how football is. And that man, Martino, knew by the moment the referee blew the whistle, he was just like, I gotta pack my bags. I know that I'm no more. I'm the head coach, no more, you know. And oh man, it sucks. It sucks that his coaching career went that way. But I hope that he's one of those managers too that come to club football and prove people wrong, because he's been dubbed one of the worst managers in Mexican history. So I hope Martino can turn his career back around. Another person that nearly got the coach you're fired. In my opinion, I thought he had a few days ago. I actually just sort of um, I made a little rant where I was just like, Hansi Flick is gone. I was in the emotion and the spirit, feeling like, oh, the Ghana coach hadn't even stepped down, and I feel like I said that too. But like, the main thing is Flick pretty much escaped the Flick. He escaped the boot. He escaped. It's crazy how they still, believe in him. I mean, one person might say that's not crazy, and that's totally fair to say that. But like the fact that he could not settle on the same defensive back line for all the games. The especially the fullbacks. Like Rudiger was the more permanent defender and one of the standout defenders actually, but the rest of the fullbacks were all just like, next game is another fullback, next game is another, and that there was no continuity in the defending. How are you going to drill defensive instructions to new staff every time and expect different results, But Hansi Flick, hopefully he gets to really, because he's a really good coach. We saw what he did at Bayern, but he needs to learn that, like with club football, you need to like understand that you have a lot more practice sections, with club football, and then with international football you get like a week or two with the players, and then that's it. So big shout out to Kush in the house. I see some people in the house. Big up to you. Big up to Eddie. One love, Eddie. Yo. So Kush said, I told you about the manager Maguire, aka got a coach. He's the Maguire coach. No, come on, no. Although he's actually, the man is actually good. I feel like he's got some. He's got a, when he's not doing the Gunner job. When he wasn't doing the Gunner job, he was doing some stuff in Dortmund. And I heard an interview, probably might have been Bellingham or something. They were talking about the fact that, my man, this guy is actually good. He's so meticulous, and he's one of the underrated coaches. And I believe that. The fact that for me, he was just put in a weird situation where he has to please many different horses, and there was just too many politics. He needs to remove himself from that situation and go figure out how club football works out, or figure out how coaching another country works out. You know what I mean? But big shout out to Otto. Otto is Kush gonna call you the managerial Maguire. I'm gonna stand up a little bit for you, my guy. But big shout out to Otto. Big shout out to Kush. Big up to you, Eddie. Eddie says, I'm hitting that like. Big up to you, Botswana Papi. Yo, Eddie, one love. Yo, Eddie, yo, I made a mistake the other day. I was just trying to like comment on the phone, respond to a comment to one of the videos, and then I just delete that. I just somehow just clicked on remove, and then it was just so funny. I was just like, how do you undo? And you can't undo with the phone. So anyway, big shout out to you, Eddie. One love. The next person that we have so we talked about Hansi Flick. We talked about the fact that he um couldn't settle on the back four. He created a lot of chances. He had Musiala, the defender eliminator. That guy showed us. Jamal Musiala was the standout player for me in terms of the fact how he cut through defenders. He was reminiscent of like Messi when Messi was really sharp, when Messi was running through Atletico Madrid players and Messi was, so Jamal Musiala. Oh, it felt like it was Musiala and the 10 Care Bears whenever Germany was playing, because he was the only person who was taking the game, upon himself and being like, let me ruffle some feathers real quick. And he's got to be the player that definitely increased his net worth by at least 50 to 80 mil. Big shout out to Jamal Musiala. Eddie said, Otto beating Nigeria coach in the World Cup playoff. What does that make him then? Who's worse than I don't know why. Yo, man. Right now, who's worse than Maguire? The thing is, Otto, like I as I said, he has some. You could tell there was some tactical defensive like organization to the team that he brought. And for me, Ghana were a little bit in some games in the group stages, they were a little bit more fluid. Like whenever they lost the ball, they were like quick to like, oh, let's organize defensively. And then they won the ball and they didn't know what to do with the ball. And then they relied on a few like quick breaks. And so let's hope that the guy actually gets a chance to prove his managerial, chops, because he's got something, and it's nice. I need more representation in the Premier League dugout. We need more black coaches. We need that coach from Japan to come through. We need. The Saudi Arabia coach is also nice. Oh, we need that guy. We need him. It's just too many white men. I'm just tired. We need a woman. We need a woman up in there to be just take the Chelsea manager, the for the girl, for the female team. She's amazing. I forgot her name slips my mind right now, but big shout out to her. Anyway, the other thing that we gotta really talk about right now is the fact that when we have to really just say, okay, everybody has had a favorite. Eddie, I'm curious, what's your favorite front three, attacking front three, or coach, or anybody that's tuned in? Please chime in on this. There's the Messi, Neymar, Suarez, right? There is that's like the one of the staple, like amazing attacking front three. But then now there's the Messi, Mbappe, Neymar trio. There is that Firmino, Salah, Mane trio. But when we're talking about the Messi, Mbappe, Neymar trio, this trio is so special because they are showing up on this World Cup. They showed up on the round of 16. They are actually the trio that's still standing. Messi versus Australia got a goal and man of the match. Mbappe versus Poland got 2 goals and assist, man of the match. Neymar versus South Korea, a goal and assist, man of the match. These guys are performing on the stage. These guys look like a sharp for the Champions League. My goodness, I'm so excited for them. I'm serious, especially the Mbappe. When Mbappe says of the World Cup or in general. Well, right now, I guess of the World Cup because we're trying to like focus the conversation to the World Cup. But like, I was just referencing iconic front threes, I guess, when I was, listing those other ones. But, the thing is, this front three in particular for PSG is special. And they're really doing something that's so dope. That's, standing up and showing why they are world class players, So anyway, chime in and I want to know your thoughts. The other thing too that I gotta share, man, is like we gotta review real quick. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this while we're talking. Put in the front three real quick, and then we'll wrap up that conversation as I open up the other thing that I wanted to share with y'all real quick. Let's see if I can find it. That is, let's see. Share screen. Now, where the hell is? Okay, that might be it. We're gonna look at how. Okay, all right. Before we do that, he said Mbappe, Felix, and Messi. Oh, Kush. That front three would be sick. Imagine if Felix went to PSG. Woo! I hope not. I hope he comes to Man U. I want Felix. I mean, Gakpo is also, he's stating his case. He's like left foot, check. Right foot, check. Head, check. What else is he gonna score with in the next game? What else you gotta do? What does Gakpo gotta do to convince a brother he's better than Felix? Because we know Felix can do the number 9. He can do a number 10. He can even be a number 8 if you want. Felix can pretty much play anywhere across the front line, The only thing you can be like saying is like, all right, he can't be a target man, but like, I mean, if the ball lands, get a better goalkeeper. If the ball lands on Felix gonna find a space and put it somewhere. Felix is nice. Felix is like gonna be expensive, but he deserves the cost. Whatever it is, we're gonna pay for him. So, and he says, I've got to say, one of my old favorite front threes was Bale. Ronaldo and Benzema, but currently, man, that front three. He probably got the most La Liga goals, right? Under Mourinho. Oh man, that front three was lethal. That counter attack. Oh, but right now, okay, let's finish the quote. But currently, I'm loving the Vinny, Neymar, and Rafinha. How you going to exclude Richarlison? But yeah, Vinny, Neymar, and Rafinha out there killing it. But Richarlison is holding goal of the tournament, fam. Sit down, Eddie. Richarlison holding goal of the tournament. Why you not going to include him in that front three? You know what I mean? But yeah, no, when Rafinha has the ball, like that left foot is nice. Neymar is gonna be electric. Vinny's another electricity. Now that I wanted to see Anthony in the mix. If Anthony was in there, because Rafinha is a little bit like Rafinha, he can dribbling for days, as you say, but also like Rafinha is a little stiff for me. I want Anthony in there to spin. Can we get a spin? Can we get a spin before the World Cup over? Shout out to the coach for Brazil. He's the only coach, I think, that has played everyone that has signed up for the World Cup. That man is a great man manager. That man got the squad happy. Everybody got some game time. Everybody got a little highlight. You know what I mean? They're not going to just be earning a medal for nothing. They're going to be like, I trained with the team. I played for the team. Big shout out to that. That's some great man management right there. Tite, I think that's his name. Anthony the human spin dryer. Man, we need a spin, man. Yeah, yo, Eddie. We can't forget that Richarlison, right? So he's a fat You're reckless, Eddie. Like it's gonna have to be a front four. We're gonna have to squeeze. It's a front 3+1, you know. But anyway. All right. Hold on. I think I found the thing that I wanted to share with y'all real quick. Let's see. Um. This is like we gotta, like how we always do predictions and stuff. Like, we do predictions because, like, that based on this and blah 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 blah. I just wanted to take like a quick, we're gonna make it quick. It's just gonna be, we're gonna look at just like, just 2 or 3 moments where we had a little World Cup prediction show right here with special guest Maisie, and we gotta just go to like the 15th minute real quick. Listen to this.
The absence of money. If I'm a backup striker, I'd want that opportunity to shine. So hopefully somebody steps up, and fills the boots, So my predictions
stepped up
based on what we just said about Group A and B is Netherlands and Senegal to go through, and then England and the US.
Woo, Mamma mia! Is this football prophecy or what? What am I hearing? All right. I hope saying I hate saying I told you so, but I told you so. Okay, all right. I'll stop. Let's see. What is there one more moment? Let's see. There might be. Hold on. Work the split screen thing. All right. So let's go right here.
Poland, I would say.
Poland.
Okay.
Hi, Martin.
So in conclusion, who's gonna get that second spot for you from Group C?
Poland, I would say.
Poland. Ooh. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you on this one, even though Mexico. Oh.
Mercy! Are you a prophet? What? Okay, that second spot was tough to call. Wait. Does he say anything?
This is tough. Yeah. Just it's gonna be one of those where it's like goal difference. There's always that group where it's just like it's decided right at the end, at the last game of the group stages, and
oh Lord Jesus,
those groups, especially if
stop. Okay, what just happened right there? What? Was that game not decided on group stages on goal difference on the last day? What? Okay, all right. I hate saying I told you so, but I'll just say I told. You say the rest. Okay, all right. I'll stop. Okay, wait. One more. You guys should watch this, okay? All right. I'm not gonna make the show about the other show. You know what I'm saying?
It's the quote unquote obvious. Spain and Germany that are gonna go through.
Wait.
And also you can make the same case for Germany.
It's the last World Cup, don't get me wrong, but I think there is areas where they could really improve upon. I look at, for instance, their forward players who they brought through in the World Cup, and I don't think they've got a good enough goal scorer to say, right, this is a player who's gonna get you look at players over teams, for instance. You've got Martinez from Argentina, you've got Harry Kane in England, you've got Gareth Bale in Wales, you've basically in every single group you've got a good goal scorer, and you need to have a great goal scorer to do well in the group stages, and I just don't think Germany has that, and I think that's the only
what? Mercy, you're perfect. People had Germany as the favorites. It's football prophecy right here on this channel. What? I got to stop. I got to stop. I got to stop. Why did you just stop? This video is too good. Okay. All right. Last one. I promise.
Obvious Spain and Germany that are going to go through.
Okay. All right. That guy got it wrong. I got it wrong.
Martin B says Musiala was obviously class versus England a couple of minutes away. Martin, I feel like it's going to be Musiala's World Cup.
All right. Yeah.
Musiala's World Cup. It's just sort of like a gut feeling thing that I have. We might be looking at
he's one of the stand-up players,
scorer, for the World Cup. We'll see. Anyway, Group F. Let's talk Group F real quick.
Yeah, Group F.
What are your thoughts?
Interesting one. I don't like Belgium. It's not that I have some kind of agenda or anything on Belgium. I just hate how Belgium's set up. The defense, they probably got a combined age of 90 of the back three. That's be generous.
Amazing, you're perfect. No. Didn't Kevin De Bruyne say they listened to UB40 in the locker room of Belgium? Didn't Kevin De Bruyne say they don't know how to dab in the locker room? Didn't Kevin De Bruyne go out there in public? No. Facts, though. I'm asking a real question. Didn't Kevin De Bruyne go out there and say, the squad is too old. We need some new blood. Messi said it 2 weeks before. Who says, ask her what Friday's lottery numbers are going to be? Messi! Come back. We having a preview of the quarterfinals later on today. You gotta tune in for that. And he says, this second was tough. I thought Mexico would sort that act, and you were banging with the goal difference thing. Wow, yeah, man, crazy. I mean, Messi got a lot of things right. Obviously, we got a couple of things wrong, especially like
Hazard.
Hold on. Oh,
what's so great about him?
The video was still playing while I was talking. Oops, sorry about that. But like, I got a Group E wrong, and I think like my Group F prediction was wrong. But like, Macy's analysis was just spot on so many things. We gotta bring her back. So I'm excited for today's show. Later on in a couple hours, tune in for that. But yeah, this was just like the review of the review, because we always make predictions and stuff, and it's like sometimes we forget about that, and like it's nice when some of the things happen the way you kind of like envision, because that's part of like why we're talking about this. It's not like rocket science to figure out that like, Germany's form before the World Cup was just horrible. Germany's form was just, do you know like it's not like you need any coaching whatever to just be like, you drew with England twice. You drew with the Netherlands. You a narrow win versus like a team I can't even pronounce. I don't even remember the team right now, but I'm just talking off the top of my head. And Germany, like the stars were written. If you listen to what I said in that video about Germany, crazy. But anyway, big up to y'all for tuning in. It's been half an hour. We've been kicking it. One more person out here. Big up to you. Let's go, England. I gotta say, I'm not really rocking with England. I hope Mbappe. Like every journalist right now is asking, how do we stop Mbappe? You elbow Mbappe, you pull Mbappe's that's like the crazy talk right now. It's like Mbappe this, Mbappe that. But I feel like you'll be worrying too much about Mbappe. Griezmann is the person that's going to shine. Well, and we're going to do it anyway. The predictions a little later when we're doing the quarterfinal preview. So big up to you. Big up pretty much everybody that tuned in, man. Love y'all. Ron Thort. Yo, so yo, man, big up to you, my brother. Oh, yo, Asia in the house, England in the house, man. And then I just walk out the house like that. Thank you, Eddie, for tuning in. Thank you, England, getting that ass cooked Mbappe style. Yo, it's gonna be a great one. It's gonna be a great one. Yo, don't forget to hit the like button, say something, hit a little emoji comment. You don't gotta say much, just comment with like a little emoji. But yo, once again, one love. I really, really appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll